which I kind of feel like there's going to be a hush in that sense too, that's very much related to feelings of things. Which brings us to Friday. Almost to Friday the 13th, but it's not. It's Friday the 14th. But something just as scary happens on Friday the 14th. One movement, one astrological bowel movement. That's all we need. Thank you very much. Mercury in retrograde in Aquarius. That's all I'm going to say. Mercury in retrograde in Aquarius. What say you?
I got an easy one for this. This is unintended consequences.
Ooh, okay.
This is thoughts and communication in Aquarius, the rebellious energy. We're going to change the world. And this is like you jump in and you go to change the world, and the change you make F's everything up a million times worse. So that is my call for Mercury retro in Aquarius.
Man, this makes me think of Spider-Man. Did you see the recent Spider-Man, the new one?
No, I haven't yet, but all my kids keep telling me there's a big twist. So don't talk to Dad about it. Don't ruin it for Dad. So, please, folks out there, don't ruin it for Dad, because
I don't know if there's anything you can ruin, or even if there is a twist, but it's my favorite Spider-Man movie by far. Cool. And I think it's intelligently done. And I would say if you've seen it, this is totally the vibe for Friday. And that your intentions will be good. Your intentions are good, of course. But the more that you try to change things, it's kind of like string theory. There's these references that with great knowledge comes great responsibility in every dimension. It doesn't matter who slips or falls or breaks, or that the things will happen as they are intended to, and the universe will unfold exactly as it should. Mercury, our thoughts are going from our brain to our communication retrograde, meaning that we aren't getting any guidance in a space of Aquarius, which is age of Aquarius. We're in this big like change, metaverse, virtual, augmented space, our communication being in that. Like this is throwing that into that space, a restlessness. You're going to want to know, you're going to have wishes, you're going to want to express things. I don't know if it's going to be, like you said, it'll be unintended consequences. It's not going to pan out as you plan. It'll pan out as it should. So ritual suggestions, I would say probably a lot of grounding, a lot of anchoring, a lot of earth and air. So it's like a tornado or a dust storm. So a lot of like when we say hunkering down, it's usually in reference to like closing your orifices, you know. And what does that mean when the sphincters are, you're not letting anything in? The siphon of information is going to kind of stop. And I kind of feel like that might be a good thing to be aware of tomorrow or Friday. Yeah. Friday when this happens. Yeah.
I'm going to rewind quick because I've been doing the song list, and I only want to comment when there's a good one that comes up. So Thursday, I actually gave a little insight. Thursday, Hey Jealousy, Gin Blossom. So I'm wondering about that. If you want to reach out to make contact and nobody's there, does that lead to the whole, where were you? Who were you with? What was?
Well, I was going to tell you that you were my everything. But
it's water, it's emotions, it's, so.
Calm down.
Watch. And I would say for me, other advice for tomorrow is, or for Friday is, when my kids were little, you'd give them some kind of instruction or something, and they'd be like, yes, yes, yes. You'd have them repeat it back to you. It's almost like that with the communication. Like confirm that people actually heard what you said, because retrograde's always miscommunication, or Mercury retrograde at least. And so, yeah, particularly in this rebellious, let's make a bunch of changes space, you want to make sure the person actually understood you when, which is interesting. This is a totally sidebar, but it's relevant. So my one son, when I pick him up from work, plays, he likes to play lots of videos. He should be playing our videos, but he plays different ones. And there's a lot of these disaster ones. And we just heard a lot last week of these awful plane crashes that like killed people. And part of the thing was before they built these like redundant systems, it was radio transmissions where there was like a interference in the middle. So there was like a keyword lost and there was no confirmation or anything. So they would go, so the one plane takes off when the other plane's still on the runway and they collide, or they feel, it's clear to make their turn and they don't realize there's another plane there and they collide. And so it's this whole like verify what you heard. And on the flip side, if you're articulating information, verify that they actually understood what you said.
What was that? What was that? Yeah. You need
can
to
avoid carnage by doing that.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Avoid the carnage. Confirm, deny, and be clear. That's just Friday. And I think that this will pan out. I'm getting to the point now where our shows are becoming quite amazing to be able to go back and listen to and see how it pans out, because so much of it is accurate and relevant and helpful. So you guys be sure and share your own predictions in the chat.